Well, hello there. How is everybody doing tonight? Believe it or not, even in this slow-ass news week, I managed to cobble together some shit to talk about. So whether you are live right now or watching on the replay, congratulations on making it through another week of life. And now it's time for us to collectively enjoy our reward. And that is talking some nerdiness on a Saturday night, yo. So let us prepare by grabbing something to sip on. Light something to smoke on. Sit back. Relax. And get ready. To get nerdy. Because this... Oh yeah. This is the Saturday Night Chill, yo. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome in to the stream. Welcome into the basement. Welcome to your Saturday Night Chill. Wow, chat is active already. This is fucking awesome. I love it. We got Prez in here, Alan's in here, Griff's in here, Brooks in here, David B's in here. Welcome, everybody. How are you guys tonight? Thanks for popping in. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you for popping in too. Like I said in the intro, a lot of thanks to if you guys are talking about the kind of tree I think you're talking about, then yes. Yeah, that's unfortunately something where else. I hate it when my brain gets ahead of my mouth, or my mouth can't keep up with my brain. Anyway, yeah, that's something that's going to be talked about as well, David. But yeah, managed to put together a few things, and there was a little bit of last-minute saving grace from Jeff Snyder on the hot mic last night, or the other night, I should say. Yes. Yeah, we'll probably start there, but before we get into all that hoo-hoo, how are you guys doing? What's been up with you this week? I know I ain't done shit in the last week. No videos or nothing. Sorry about that. I have done a little research, though, so I didn't do nothing. I just didn't do much at all. I'll most definitely try and get a video out this week for sure. So how's your guys' week? How's your lives? I had a pretty decent week. Working and lurking. That pretty much, but that pretty much sums mine up, Griff, as well. Doing good overall. Just busy week with work, especially with having to switch to new computers and so. I hope they're at least like noticeably better machines. Like when you booted them up and started working, you were like, "Ooh, this is better." I hope it was worth all that shit. Busy week for you. Rainy Sunday ahead. Well, that sucks, booty holes. Actually, I haven't checked the weather for around here yet. I have not yet done so. Yeah, an alright week. Just worked and smoked and fucked around on YouTube. Pretty much that it. Shared 10 times. What, like you shared 10 things of mine out this week, or you shared this stream out 10 times tonight? What are you talking about, Alan? It's alright, just need time to get used to it? Yeah. Lazy, rainy Sunday ahead. Okay, well, that fucking heart got in the way. Lazy, rainy Sunday, not so bad. You're in Cali, supposedly getting record-breaking rain the next few days. Fabo. Do you live at a lower or a higher elevation? This stream you shared out 10 times? Well, thank you very much for that, Alan. I appreciate that. If you guys don't mind, this is a fresh baked peanut butter cookie, and I'm going to take a bite of it. Hell yeah. It's a damn good cookie. That is a damn good cookie. You would enjoy this cookie very much, Brooke. Seeing as how you just let me know that peanut butters are the best and your favorite. Yes, my stepdaughter rocks. My baby girl, Ashley. All right. So, let's go ahead and get into this, and let's get the shitty shit out of the way. San Fernando Valley, couple miles north of Hollyweird. Legitimate flood warnings, should be fun. Cowabunga it is. Right? Damn, bro. You got good insurance, right? I hope. Fuck. With macadamia nuts? Yeah. I like nuts. Don't get me. I like to eat the nuts that come on trees. But I don't really like them in my desserts. I don't know why. Like, people have this, like, they like, you know, the walnuts and the brownies and all that shit. I'll eat it. But, like, if I have a choice, no nuts in my desserts, please. Of any kind. From any source. Nope. Not those either. That's definitely a source that's on the list of non-sources. All right, so let's get the yuck out of the way first. We lost a legend a couple days ago, yo. I know we got the news yesterday, but if you'll recall, the actual statement from the family said he passed on the 1st. Yeah. Yep. No, Prez, that was good. No, I ain't scared of the chat much. But yeah, Carl Weathers, a fucking legend, passed away in his sleep, according to his family. So I mean, that, like, for me personally, like, this blows. Like, I think the first Rocky movie I saw was 4. So, ooh, no, not that joke. But yeah, like, so I start off with him in Rocky, and then I saw him in The Predator, Action Jackson, you know, a little bit here and there, and then out of nowhere he pops up in fucking Happy Gilmore, and I was like, hell yeah, Carl Weathers. And then time goes by, and next thing you know, he's in The Mandalorian. I'm like, fuck yeah, Grief Cargo, let's go. But unfortunately, Carl, like, unless he was hiding some kind of sickness and his family's continuing to hide it, this is just one of those fucking freak things. I mean, dude was 76, which is, you know, it's old, but it's not old, you know? So it's kind of wild. Like, just in his sleep. Just went to bed Wednesday night and never woke up. Yep, exactly, Prez. Watch Predator again tonight. Still a great film. Yeah. Oh yeah, the original Predator was pretty groundbreaking in terms of effects. Like that, the camouflage effects were fucking like peak for that time. So yeah, that's I mean, setting aside the lame actiony dialogue, that's a fantastic fucking film. But, you know, that's not a film built for dialogue anyway. But, and it has to, we got to talk about it a little bit. That's 2 now, yo. For Star Wars now. We've lost Ray Stevenson, and with his dope-ass character, Baylan Skoll, waiting to be, waiting for a new dude, and now we're down Grief Karga. Dave Filoni's got to be losing his shit right about now. Off topic, your wife wants to watch the newer Suicide Squad tonight. Neither of us have seen it. Is it any better than the first? Okay, so the views on that movie are pretty split overall on the interwebs. There are many people out there that love the shit out of that movie. I am not one of them. When I watched that movie, after the end of that movie, I had the exact same feeling I had at the end of Love and Thunder, which was, what in the fuck did I just watch? So, for me, the answer to that question, Prez, is no. But that's just me. There's a large number of people that think it's magnificent. You two could end up being part of that group. But for me, that no. That film was not for Aaron. It's a fun... See? There you go, Griff. Griff said it's a fun movie, better than the first. So here's a question we have to at least ponder for a minute, guys. Chat. And the question is this. Kind of have a soft spot for the first one for some reason. First one's aight. And they obviously, I mean, it's obvious Baylan Skoll's story was not done. That's a must recast. But is Grief Karga a necessary recast? How essential is Grief Karga to the story? We don't know what Dave has planned for him, obviously. But was he going to be involved enough in the Mandoverse going forward to where they would feel the need to recast? Or will they just kind of... Or will they treat him like, or will they kind of handle it in in a written off-screen manner? Prez is good without him. Griff ponders. Anybody else in the class wish to share an opinion? Me? Sad not to have many more. Prez says, I just don't want to see his character recasted. Yeah. I'm inclined to agree with that. Dave. We don't even know if we're getting a season 4 yet after the film, do we? No. We don't know that. But, I mean, I imagine were he still around, he would have popped up at least in the Mandoverse movie, because I imagine somehow, some way they would end up on Navarre for some reason, and hopefully with Anzellans too. What did you miss? What up, Justin? We were just talking about the unfortunate passing of Carl Weathers, and I had asked the question, or I had posited this, is Baylan Skoll has to be recast. Like, his story's obviously not done. But is Grief Karga so important to the Mandoverse story that that character should be recast? That's what we're talking about right now. Griff says, I'm wondering how much Grief was intertwined in the Ranger scripts, and also how much more of the storyline we'll see in Mando. Of that storyline we'll see in Mando. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think we're going to get too much more Rangers of the New Republic stuff at all. I think they did what they were going to do with that Mando season 3, while also simultaneously fucking up a Mando season 3 with it. So, yeah, I don't really see any more story, pre-prepared story specifically for that show happening anymore. Brooks says, as much as I liked Carl Weathers' character in Mando, I don't think leaving him out of the story would impact the continuation of Mando too much. Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, much as he's a fun character, and could easily be written in to be central to the story. David B says no recast for me then. Okay. I mean, he could be written to be pretty central to the story, but he could just as easily not. That's where his character was at. Like he's kind of a hub, but I mean, how much did we really see him in even in season 3? You know? So excuse me. So yeah, I think I think they politely drop a sentence or two about him in the Mando movie, where he probably would have shown up. The one that comes out next May, allegedly. And I mean, I imagine we probably would have seen him in that and the Mando crossover, but yeah, a nice couple sentences about him, you know, or a scene talking about him in the movie. And that should be sufficient. Justin says they definitely don't have to recast him. Yeah. Unfortunately, while he was a cool character, he wasn't really after season 1, he wasn't that pivotal. Or really after season 2. So wow. Seems like we're all pretty much in agreement on that one. Let sleeping Kargas lie. To you, Carl, for literal decades of entertainment. Rest in peace, big guy. All right, I wanted to get the sad shit out of the way first. That was the sad shit. Next thing I wish to discuss this evening, just real quick like, because we're still largely in wait and see mode when it comes to this shit, but we officially have our Supergirl now. Millie Alcott from House of the Dragon has officially been cast, and this is per James Gunn. He confirmed it on the interwebs his own self, because, well, you know, as we know, he's not shy about being on the interwebs himself. To his detriment more often than not. Excuse me. But, yeah, we have our Supergirl now. I myself have not watched any of the House of the Dragon. Have any of you? Do you recall her? Is she dope? I've heard good things about her. I heard she was awesome in House of the Dragon. Had a really good edgy performance. And the Tom King Supergirl run that they're using, Woman of Tomorrow, is supposed to be like a darker, grittier Supergirl. So obviously Ms. Alcott's already got experience with the dark and the gritty with the House of the Dragon. Hot D. She's great in Hot D. Cool. Been a while since Brooke watched it, but he thinks her performance was pretty good. Press says I've only watched Josh's streams on Hot D, if that counts yet. Now that we're in the same boat on that one, bruh. I haven't watched that show either. I need to. I mean, if it's... I recall Josh thinking, like, at least for him, it may have even surpassed the OG Game of Thrones in quality, so... I definitely have to check that out. Brooks says 3 seasons in with Game of Thrones. Do you want to plan to finish it when Hot D season 2 is closer to release? Oh, yeah, there you go. David says, yep, she was good in House of the Dragon. All right, so evidently James Gunn did a good thing, but as usual, motherfucker can't stay out of controversy, or at least potential controversy, because Matthew Vaughn, we've all heard of him. His most recent directorial effort being Argyle, which just came out this weekend and is unfortunately for Mr. Vaughn not doing well at all. But he was being, obviously he was doing an interview promoting Argyle, and for whatever reason, the reporter asked him what he thought of Gunn himself casting Millie Alcock without having hired a director for the Supergirl movie and having said director with him. And Matthew Vaughn went ahead and said it was weird that the director should be there to cast their actors, and that's basically it. So that garnered some attention on the interwebs. As well, first of all, a director panning on another director, because let's face it, James Gunn is much more a director than he is an executive. So one filmmaker giving another one crap about certain decisions is always going to get attention, and on top of that, it's James Gunn catching the crap, and we all know he's a shit magnet. So that little bit has started making the rounds out there. And at least in the nerdy part of the internets that I hang out with, like, it's being talked about on, it's all over the Twitter. It's being talked about on a lot of the channels I watch. And the prevailing opinion out there that I've seen is it's kind of a wait and see kind of thing. A lot of people feel that it indicates, and I agree because it makes sense, that James Gunn went ahead and cast her because he's going to put her in his movie that he's directing, Superman Legacy. In what size capacity? Who the fuck knows? Probably not much of one. Probably a "oh hey cuz" thing at the end, because they're cousins. But so that would make sense. If that would mean the director of the movie she's going to be in first just cast her, because James Gunn is writing and directing Superman Legacy. But if she's not in Superman Legacy, excuse me, your itch, then directors, being as egotistical as directors tend to be, might get a little squirrely about taking on the the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie, with their lead already cast, their title character already cast for them. So Prez wants to watch House of Dragon 2. Guy Ritchie will have like 3 films in theaters this year. Well, I don't know. I know he's already got one coming with the that Ungentlemanly Warfare thing that looks a lot like Inglourious Bastards, but also looks super fucking fun. And this one's based off of like an actual unit that existed, that supposedly Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond, and Christopher Lee, who we already knew was a badass during World War II for England, were part of the unit that's being depicted in that movie. Christopher Lee as in Count Dooku. Or Saruman. Who do you save? Saruman. No, Argyle's Matthew Vaughn, Griff. Because It was an interview for Argyle in which Matthew Vaughn spake what he spoke about Mr. Gunn. What do you guys think? Do you think Gunn done fucked up again? Do you think this means that we are going to be introduced to Supergirl in Superman Legacy? Or do you think James Dunn put his foot in it again, which you wouldn't think he would do considering he's a fucking director, so he should know how to avoid stepping on director toes. So, yeah, RIP to him too, Prez. You're a good call. So you'd think he'd know to avoid that. But then again, it's James Gunn, and he does shit his own damn way. To put it gently. Christopher Lee's in the British Royal Air Force. He worked for the Secret Services too, bro. I can't remember which division. It was one of the MIs, I think. Or it might have been SAS. I'm not sure. If they don't introduce her in Legacy, that would be an L. Yeah, at least in like a post-credit scene or something, right? Like she comes flying in. Hey, cuz, glad to see you're okay. Holy shit, you're my cousin? Yeah, it was my job to protect you. Let me tell you what happened. And credit scene, poof, her movie is that story. And they intro the movie. Actually, you know what? They should do a cold intro on that movie. Cold open. That's the phrase. Cold open. Yeah, I agree. They should definitely have her pop in Legacy. I mean, they're going to have fucking everybody else except for Batman in that damn movie, seems like. Burke says, I'm excited to see Supergirl in Legacy if they do go ahead with introducing her in the film. Pretty optimistic that... Oh, yeah, Alcock was cast given her performance in Hot D. Well, that and she's already a company girl. HBO is part of Warner Brothers. It's like she was almost in kind of like it was almost like an internal hire. Justin says, I can't wait to see the ass that's in Argyle. Yeah, oh yes, that's right. That's right. Bryce Dallas Howard be the lead. With all that red velvet cake of hers. Any more thoughts on the Superman Legacy, Supergirl casting situation? Maybe possibly James Gunn doing stupid shit, which he shouldn't do because he's a director himself. Yeah, you like that red velvet cake thing? That's how I got the hair color in there too. Or shall we move on to the next subject? What do we think, chat? We ready to move on? I need to get to the fucking eye doctor. Actually, I just need to get to the fucking glasses store. I'm switching from contacts back to glasses because these things are driving me ape shit. All right, we're going to move on. So, for all you anime fans out there, yes, I'm actually going to talk about anime a little bit. It would appear there was a big old story about Avatar: The Last Airbender, the new show coming out on Netflix, and Entertainment Weekly, and some quotes have been making the rounds, and they've been a great many fans of the original cartoon are fucking pissed off about what is being said about this show. So I don't know how many anime fans are out there in my chat now or watching on the replay, but Avatar: The Last Airbender, at least the cartoon, was a cultural phenomenon. It was huge for Western anime. And it's blowing up all the nerdy stuff that I follow, so we're going to talk about that shit. Oh. So, one of the first quotes to come out of that Entertainment Weekly article was that Netflix's live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series took out how sexist Sokka was. There were a lot of moments in the original show that were iffy. Griff never watched the show and never could do contacts. I started it. Now, Brooke says, I used to watch a few episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender here and there. Definitely want to watch it its entirety one day. Yeah, I need to get back into it. Now, on the surface, this seems pretty par for the course in today's Hollywood. You know, being much more sensitive to that kind of thing. David B says, not seen the cartoon, but trailer for the live action looks good. Yeah, that trailer was fucking fire. But, so you know, what's new? Hollywood is adjusting things for modern sensibilities. What's the big deal? Well, the problem is Sokka's sexism was like the basis of his initial story arc. He had to grow and see women as more than just, you know, cooks and cleaners and sewers, you know, the old school traditional shit that traditional women's shit back in the day. So that was like central to his character, was his growth into a much more realistic attitude. And so, obviously, if you take out how sexist Sokka was, at least on the surface, it appears that you're pretty much cutting the foundation from his character, and you're just going to make him kind of there. That is the biggest gripe with that choice. That, however, is not the first choice that they made, or the only choice, I should say. Later, it's going to take a minute. I never did get to see those pictures before they all got taken down. If anybody knows where they're at, tell me. The Taylor Swift AI pictures. Okay, well, this one was actually a cool one. So, in terms of seeing actiony shit. So the genocide of the air nomads will be shown for the first time in live action. The animated show is a cartoon. It's meant for kids, but I felt it's important that we see the event that creates the story of Avatar. The famous line is, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. I wanted to see that. So evidently we're going to see the Fire Nation wipe out the Air Nation. Well, except for him, obviously. But, so that was a little bit of cool news after that initial news that they appear to be fucking up Sokka's character. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Okay, here we go. Avatar: The Last Airbender showrunner Albert Kim says they removed some of Katara's gender issues for the live-action series. The cartoon, as great as it was 15 years ago. Things have changed. There are certain roles I think that Katara did in the cartoon that we didn't necessarily also do here. I mean, I don't really want to get into a lot of that, but some gender issues that didn't quite translate. And of course, the first response sums up, again, the complaint about this. Her being a mother figure at like 14 is a gigantic part of her development. Her fighting for recognition is what made her the most powerful waterbender in the world. What the fuck? And that's pretty much the general... Go back, motherfucker. That's pretty much the general sentiment when it comes to the way they've changed Katara's character. Again, they're fucking up what appears to be the absolute basis for the original basis for the character's arc in the cartoon. Like what? I don't know what I don't know what you're asking for an example of, bruh. Please elaborate. Well, Sam Rockwell, you were already revoicing him. You'll get that call. Don't worry about it. But what? Thought there was another one. No, I guess that was it. What do you want an example of, man? Oh, there's another thing I heard about. Oh, yes. There's another one I heard about. I just don't have it on the Twitter feeds. And that is they are also adjusting the character of Aang. What they are doing is basically, if you watch the show, you know that a lot of the first season was him just bebopping around, slowly making his way to the north. Where he needs to go in order to actually do something about the Fire Nation. But a lot of the season is just him flitting here and there and about, learning things about the world and about himself as he makes his way north. Evidently, the show is going to cut basically all of that. What they're going to do is once he gets cracked out of the ice, he's going to have a vision, telling him that he needs to go north, like, in a hurry, and they're basically just going to start their journey north without any of the fun little side trips and character growth opportunities that occurred as a result of them for Aang. And he's just going to have a vision and start trekking north, and that's it. And again, the people that be loving the Avatar that I see in the stuff that in my corner of the internet, Jesus Christ, English, dude, speak. Anyway, let's just say everything I've talked about is pretty much universally hated by Avatar: The Last Airbender fans. Press says, sorry, I'm trying to finish dinner. Yeah, you better finish dinner while you still have power. Just want to say The Last Airbender is my second love under Star Wars, but above Marvel. It just does the damn thing. Most of the writing is absolutely amazing. I missed a few minutes chilling. Have I ever seen the whole Airbender show? Not the whole thing, no. I started watching. I haven't even gotten through the first season yet. I know I need to because everyone has told me once you get to the end of the first season, like the end of the first season, and like everything after that is just like just like fucking fire and awesome. Prez says, "Oh no, there will be pit stops, and I'm sure the vision just relates to him needing to master the 4 elements." It's not what I heard. I also heard, I believe this was from the showrunner, is that they, and this kind of backs up the fact that they're skipping a lot of those pit stops, is they've adapted some of season 2 into the end of season 1 of the live show. Like towards the end of the first season of the live show, you're going to get characters you did not see till season 2 of the animated show. Excuse me. So yeah, they're moving that motherfucker right along. Like the kids and their best friend Saray, they all love The Last Airbender, and they're all like, "What in the fuck is Netflix doing to this show?" I'm like, I don't know, bro. The one question is while they're eliminating all this shit, what are they doing to replace it, and are they doing a good enough job? That unfortunately is a question that will not be answered until the show actually comes out, whenever the hell that is. I didn't even bother to check. Yeah. So, yep, there's over one of the biggest iconic Western anime shows ever, one of the OG Western anime shows, is now the center of a shit ton of fan anger. Kind of explains why the creators walked away. Yeah. Justin says, those are really questionable decisions. Yes, they are. Yeah, I would imagine that is exactly why the creators walked away, citing creative differences. Because they're like, you're fucking up our story. And we're not having it. We will not be a part of this horse shit. See you, bye. So, that's where we're at when it comes to Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action series, to premiere on Netflix. Is it March? Someone help me out with that? Actually. This month. Oh. All 8 episodes drop Thursday, February 22nd. Prez says, wish I could send you a super chat. Well, get me up to 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours inside a year and we're good. The fandom needs to chill out. The live action cannot be an exact copy. We just have to hope it's better than... Sorry. Then Shit and Show. Oh, yeah, the Shit and Show movie, and I'm sure it will be. And end of the month. I mean, yeah, I don't think it'll be hard to be better than that movie. I mean, yeah, it would probably behoove the fandom to be in a wait-and-see mode. But, on the other hand, as a Star Wars and Marvel fan, I am highly well acquainted with studios taking shit we love that's already glorious and messing with it to the detriment of that stuff. And at least on the surface, this looks like just another IP on the list of Hollywood IP victims. So, while you're right, they probably should chill out a bit. I understand them. I understand them so much. As we all do. Rob, sorry for the late arrival. It's all good, brother. What's that? We were just talking about how Netflix is potentially fucking up the Last Airbender show. And before that, we talked about Carl Weathers. And the casting of Millie Alcott as Supergirl. Yeah, I know you get it too, bro. Lucasfilm. And you have to say Lucasfilm. You can't even just say Star Wars. You have to say Lucasfilm. Because Indiana Jones 5. Tough to outdo M. Night. No, it's more story choices than that was runny dog poo. Yeah. Yeah, that's the general sentiment when it comes to that movie. Yep. But yeah, the showrunners have been making story choices which are pissing off the fandom and explain why the creators left halfway through the development process. Okay, folks. Sorry, Rob, I know you just got here, but my cup is empty. And my bladder is full. We've reached that time. So, I'm going to go do the damn thing like I normally do. I will be back in a little bit. And then we will get into the headline, which is the Fantastic Four casting rumor. Be back soon. Please don't leave. Pretty please, don't leave. Alrighty. I'm back. My cup is full. My bladder is empty. Let's do this shit. Rob says, I was so excited for that movie. Then it got M. Night. It got it got M. Nightmared. Haha. Hopefully Netflix Batgirl's that movie. Well, it's a show. And it's an 8-episode show. They drop on the 22nd of this month. So that ain't happening. Okay, so I was watching the hot mic because, you know, Jeff Snyder is generally good for a tidbit or two most of the time. And they talk about all kinds of entertainment shit. If you've ever watched it on the YouTubes or listened to it as a podcast or what have you, you know how it goes. So it's almost the end of the show, and I'm like, motherfucker, I haven't gotten shit out of these people this show. There's been dick for news this week. I'm gonna have to get creative on Saturday. And I had plans. But then at the very end of the show, an interesting little conversation happened. Oops. That one. Turn this up. Brooke says, I remember live action of One Piece being really good, hoping Avatar: The Last Airbender live action show is just as good. Yes. Many people hope that. All right. So I'm just going to play the conversation for you, and then we're going to talk about it. I want that one. Why is that not coming through? Is that not coming through? Why is that not coming through? Oh, that's why. God damn it. Who the fuck muted that shit? All right, we try again.
Aladdin, Wrath of Man,
there we
Covenant,
go.
right. And now this. I like that he is stretching out. And to me, they've worked. Every single one of those films, when he's moved away from the British gangster stuff, has worked for me. So I'm looking forward to this one.
So Matt Vaughn, call up your buddy and take a page out of his playbook. Mix it up. Do different genres.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, yeah, they had just got done shredding Argyle.
Let's wrap it up. This person says, Jeff, do you have a little scoop to drop on us today? Any scoop you want to drop right at the end here, Jeff? Anything you got?
No. They got to change the title to that Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, though. Terrible title.
Is it too long?
It's a mouthful, and it's just ungentlemanly warfare. What the fuck?
Ungentlemanly. All right, I'm going to give you two rumors I've heard, and we'll see if they pass Jeff's smell test. The first.
Oh God, everybody buckle up here. Here we go. This is the part of the podcast where I get in trouble for something I didn't say.
Why do you get in trouble? This is not about you.
Because it all comes back to me.
Oh, Jesus. Well, tell them to come talk to me if they got an issue. this person says they can't confirm this for 100%, but from what they're hearing from a number of sources, they're pretty sure that the Anya Taylor-Joy rumors for Fantastic Four are not true. So we will see if this is true or not true down the road if she gets cast as Silver Surfer, and that this person is hearing that they are in early development for a new Conan the Barbarian, and that and this is at Netflix. Some of the actors Netflix might be looking at
Don't care
are
about the
Alexander
Conan part.
Skarsgård, Alan Ritchson, Charlie Hunnam, Henry Cavill, Richard Madden, and Kit Harington. Basically, the entire cast of Game of Thrones. So, could be interesting down the road to see if we get a Conan the Barbarian, but they are in early development right now. So, just throwing it out there.
Where did you get that list? That is the most preposterous list.
It's a nice
They're
list.
looking at Alan Ritchson and Kit Harington
I mean, depending on how they want to go with it. Like you said,
as Conan the Barbarian. Kit Harington can fit inside Alan Ritchson's ball sack.
If you say so,
Snyder.
I've never seen this post.
What?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
I mean, sure. I guess those pass muster. Sure. I don't think Anya Taylor-Joy. I mean, her quote's only going up. I mean, she started in Furiosa. Like, she's getting expensive. Do I think that they're gonna break the bank for a supporting character in Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Okay. Let's wrap it up there.
Alrighty. So to sum up, Roka got a tip from his source that Anya Taylor-Joy is no longer going to be the female Silver Surfer. And trust me, when Snyder thinks that something Roka's sources come up with is bullshit, he starts laughing at John almost immediately. So the fact that he came up with a reason to justify it, that being the fact that she's now an award-winning actress, and that her monetary compensation is now going to go up, and we all know Disney's in a phase of not doing that shit, allegedly. So possibly no Anya Taylor-Joy as the female Silver Surfer character. Rob says, I watched the Conan teaser. They're referring to the foreign take on it. Looks good. I have no idea, dude. Like I said, the part I cared about was the Anya Taylor-Joy. I didn't give a shit about the Conan part. I mean, there's the Schwarzenegger movies and then every failed attempt since. So, but yeah, so now, does this mean they are getting rid of or does this mean they're tanking the idea of having a female Silver Surfer altogether? Who knows? Or are they just going to go looking for a new one? Probably. But let us take this little bit of information and cobble it together with some older information and play around with it a bit. Okay? Let's just have a little fun. Like, obviously, Disney being Disney, they're probably just going to get another actress and keep going with their original story. However, there are a couple things we can put together with this that we also know. One, you'll send me a link. All right, cool. We know that Marvel has been doing a lot of changes on a lot of projects behind the scenes. The Daredevil Born Again being started from scratch, like 4 to 6, I can't remember exactly how many, but like 4 to 6 months of reshoots for Captain America 4. Basically, they're redoing the damn movie. At least you can do that in that amount of time with not too much of an issue. They did it in like 3 months for Multiverse of Madness, so would it, not too long ago, this would have been a massive stretch, but given that, and given that filming on the Fantastic Four I believe, either was about to start or should already have been started and got pushed to later this year. And given that we know that a big reason for that delay is they're doing a lot of rewriting or polishing of the script. So when you take all of that and put it together, could it actually be that they're just not going to do a female Silver Surfer? Does it mean we're going to get Nora and Rad? Does it mean that they're going to actually come from the 616 like they're supposed to? Maybe. Could be. Probably. But when you take that information and, again, stick it with all the info that's been coming out over the last few months out of all the changes they've been making to all their, well, not all their projects, but to a lot of big name projects behind the, that are coming out. Fantastic Four is officially supposed to have started shooting last month. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be the beginning of this year sometime. Yeah, so it already should have started shooting. I think it's quite possible. I don't know about likely. Okay. I'm not going overboard. I'm not saying it's likely. But I think given all that stuff put together, it is much more possible now than it was even like 2-3 months ago that they might be making significant changes to the Fantastic Four with all these rewrites, and that the fact that Anya Taylor-Joy may have priced herself out of that role. We may have we may have a much different Fantastic Four movie on our hands than what we originally thought we were going to get. Shit. So what do you think? Am I reaching too far? How likely do you think the scenario I put forth for you is? Do you think I'm just grasping at straws? Do you think I might be onto something? What do you think? Tell me, chat. Tell me what you think. Oh, wait. Where's that at? You turn that down. There we go. Is there cause for hope once you put these disparate reports together? Rob says reshooting is likely. Don't care about the cast anymore since the Pedro Pascal thing. Okay. Marvel still hasn't announced an official cast yet. True. That's true. you think they're just going to cast another female Silver Surfer, or are they going to go away from her? Are they making changes that large in these rewrites? Will they do something as cool as actually put them back in our universe to start and give us Norrin Rad? David B says, no matter how much you polish a turd, the script is still a turd. I have no hope for the Fantastic Four at all. I mean, I don't blame you. It is an understandable point of view, sir. And it's not like Marvel has done a shit ton to engender much trust over the last couple, 3 years. You know? I mean, it's possible that this is like it without them saying it's. They might be calling it rewrites, but it could just be a page one rewrite. You know, they're. Well, no, they don't really have that kind of time, but it's definitely getting major surgery, that's for sure. So David says there's no hope. What's up, Bradley? How you doing? How are things on the Emerald Isle? Brooke says, seems like Marvel is still flip-flopping. Personally, don't mind a female Silver Surfer. What they need is to just get the script right and be consistent with their decisions. Yeah, I mean, would I prefer Norrin Rad? Yeah, but I'm not freaking out about a female Silver Surfer. Nothing much. It's been a week. Been a rough week, man? Or busy, or what? Like, it's not like they're creating her out of whole cloth. There's been Nova and there's been Juno. A long, painful week. Physically or emotionally? Or both. Which is, if they just cast another actress and keep it a female Silver Surfer, I'm pretty sure that's how they're going, because Juno was the Silver Surfer Herald of Galactus in an alternate universe, and according to the original reports we have, this version of the Fantastic Four is not going to be native to the 616. They will be coming from another universe. Know about NFL. Oh, yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Which one has you depressed, Baltimore or Detroit? It's Detroit for me. Being a resident of Michigan and currently of metropolitan Detroit. Detroit, yeah. Sorry, Rob. It's still Dan's fault. Take the fucking points. I will die on that hill. You take the fucking points in a championship game. You wanted Chiefs Lions in the Super Bowl? Yeah. My wife's a Mahomie, so. And I like the Chiefs. I like Patrick. I like Kelsey. You know, I like that team. I like Andy Reid. As a Bengals fan? Oh, okay. Got the AFC and the Jungle Cat thing going. Cool. Anybody else have any thoughts on the potentiality of the situation regarding the Fantastic Four? Because I'll be honest, that's all I got for tonight, yo. Rob says, I just wanted DC to borrow an NBA movie. And bum a turnover to stem the momentum, get their heads right. Oh, Dan Campbell. To borrow an NBA move. Oh, and burn a timeout to stem the momentum, get their heads right. Yeah. That also would have been a good idea. Purdy is our only hope to save the NFL. I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, he's a good kid. And he's playing, well, for the most part, he's playing out of his mind. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that is one of the advantages of the NBA, or basketball in general. You have so many more timeouts to work with. But yeah, in that situation, it probably a timeout to probably set, you know, I think a momentous interruptus would have been a fucking good idea there. I do agree. Pro says, not joking, but I think Fantastic Four will bomb no matter what. Hot take. It's not that hot. I don't think it's going to bomb, but I don't think it's going to be a smash hit, at least not currently. Because there's no Taylor Swift drama at the moment. Because there's Taylor Swift drama at the moment. Oh, okay. Problem with Marvel is the news will be negative until they make good content. True. All you care about is Bad Batch Season 3? I mean, yeah, I'm kind of right there with you on that one. That's my biggest concern right now. Chiefs are in the Super Bowl because of Taylor Swift. Maybe. Yeah, Bad Batch Season 3 is coming out in a few weeks. Yeah, like 21st. Excited for that, especially since the trailer was so dope. Yeah, exactly. That trailer was pretty fucking dope. Without Taylor, Chiefs wouldn't be in the Super Bowl. Well, they'd have $300 million less of brand value, that's for damn sure. I mean, that one friend of hers got a fucking license to make her custom coats. Just because people thought the ones she wore and then the ones she gave Taylor were so dope. I can't remember her name, but she looked good. Brooke says, for Marvel, I'm just banking on Deadpool 3 being good at this point. Stakes are high for that movie. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the only MCU movie to come out this year, so there's, well, literally the future of Marvel rests on the shoulders of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and Sean Levy. Price says, I'm just hyped for the Deadpool 3 trailer. Need me some hype in my life. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, that's also going to be part of the Super Bowl treats. I imagine probably during halftime. Either right before or right after Usher's performance. Guest starring Taylor Swift. I mean, no one has said that, but it would not surprise me in the slightest. If something like that happened. Would not surprise me in the slightest at all. All right. I know it's an early night, but we didn't have shit for news this week. I was stretching just to get what I got. Prez says, don't get me wrong, I'm hyped for Bad Batch. But come on, it's Deadpool 3. Oh, no, I get it. I do understand. I think Bad Batch is going to be really, really good. I do think since they didn't shrink the episode list at all, like, I would have been perfectly happy if they only did, like, 10 episodes and it was all just, like, straight fucking wham, bam, thank you, ma'am fucking storyline. Just bap, 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 bap for 10 episodes straight. That would have been the shoot. But I think it's still 15, so... Okay, it seems to make more sense now to have Netflix oversee Disney Plus. I mean, kinda. I mean, we know Netflix ain't afraid to cancel shit. They'll cancel shit that does well. You can bet a lot of the shit we're about to have to watch on Disney Plus from Marvel, they'd probably be like, yeah, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. It's all gone. Finished Percy Jackson last night. They nailed the spirit of the books real well. Well, that's good. Brooke says, yeah, actually was a slow week for Marvel news and not too much when it comes to Star Wars. Yeah, Josh took yesterday off to work on his second Kickstarter because there wasn't shit happening. Does anyone think the 6th Pirates of the Caribbean will do well at cinema? I think it will be another Indiana Jones, do well on streaming. No, I totally, yeah, that's going to be... They should, yeah, that's not going to be good. Haven't actually seen the Percy Jackson show, but I did love the books in middle school. I heard they were good books. I never read them. Binge watching Legends of Tomorrow season 3 through 7. Best show ever for DC. You're talking the CW show? I couldn't even get through the fucking premiere, dude. I couldn't even get through the premiere of that show. Also hoping for a good reboot, relaunch of Farscape or Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, that'd be sick. I wouldn't mind me some Battlestar Galactica. Brooke says, yeah, gonna watch a bit of anime and maybe this recent film called The Beekeeper. Oh, yeah, Jason Statham film. Got decent reviews. Yeah. Yeah, CW's starting season 3, it stops taking itself seriously. Well, maybe I'll just skip to season 3. Comedy superheroes. Yeah. Excuse me. Good reboot of Battlestar Galactica. Last one was fantastic. Yeah, I heard that one was really good. You're talking the one that had Katie Sackhoff as shit. I forget the character name, but yeah. Rob says, I've been craving good anime, not digging the recent stuff on Netflix. The new stuff on Netflix, sorry. Get Crunchyroll. Yes, Starbuck. Yes, thank you, Starbuck. Starbuck. Yep. Katie Sackhoff. You actually get to see a little bit of her left boob in Riddick. It's hot. Yeah, I'm a pig like that. Chillin', you need to watch The Tale of Eero. Perfectly sums up The Last Airbender's brilliant writing. Love Katie and just about everything she does. Yeah, she's pretty damn good, and there's no why. She has a podcast now called Blah Blah Blah. Some of the movies suck overall, but she kills in it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is something that happens to actors probably more often than most of them would like. Is they kick ass in a shitty project. Legends of Tomorrow's would be in my top 10 of worst TV hero shows ever. It's a 4-minute watch, trust me. Okay. I trust you, Prez. Anybody have anything else? Questions, comments, concerns? All right, I know it's much, much shorter than normal, but the news was much, much shorter than normal. To each their own, right? Yep. That is for sure. All right, I'm going to get on out of here, folks. Like I said, sorry if you're disappointed in the shorter stream this weekend, but I'm not Mike Zero. I'm not going to manufacture shit. Thoughts on Armor Wars? I hope Ironheart is a lot better than what I think it's going to be and does a really good job setting it up. I have no idea when we're going to get it. Like, probably not till 27, if I had to guess. Because Ironheart, I don't even think comes out till 26, and I know that's supposed to set it up, so. How's Mama? Mama came down with something. She's feeling icky this weekend. Unfortunately. But it's nothing serious. Just, congestion and all that crappy stuff. All right, much love, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you if you made it all the way through on the replay. You had a lot less to watch than you normally do. Everybody, if you didn't hit like on your way in, hit it on your way out, please. And if you are not a subscriber, just cancel Ironheart for God's sake. Yeah, I know. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know anytime I drop a video or go live, which I am right now. Get better, Mama. I'll let her know, bro. Which I am technically right now. But if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well, so you know when I'm doing my shiz. Everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Prez, you be careful. Maybe buy a life raft or something. And, yeah, thank you all for being here. Tell her to get well. I will. Night-night, Dave. Thank you all for being here. As usual, I appreciate it. I hope I entertained you sufficiently. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And make me a mod. I want to be blue. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. All right. Thank you guys so much. I got a boat. It's fine. Well, good. Glad to hear that. Glad you have options. All right. Much love, everybody. Hope you had as much fun as I did. And we will see you the next time. And remember, there's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement. Much love, y'all. Bye. Well, well, well. Another week in the year done. Another nerdy Saturday night concluded. I hope you all had a good time talking about this stuff tonight. Hope you all have a good and safe rest of your weekend. We'll see you in the next one. Much love, and get the fuck out of my basement.